in Triple Cast. Net Talk Interactive. Brought to you by Digital Convergence Corporation, engineering your digital future. Exodus Communications, Microsoft, and Radio Shack.
Welcome to Net Talk Interactive. We're happy to have you with us. I'm your host, Laura Lewis. You've tuned in to the fastest 30 minutes on television and the most advanced interactive show in the world. We want to inspire you to use the internet as a resource for the good things you want in your life. Whether it's websites or gadgets, use the things you're learning about here to simplify your life so you'll have more time for the things that matter most. Dave Mathews, our gadget guy, and webhead Luis Vallecillo are joining me today to help make the internet work for you.
That's right. It's all about speed and making technology easy to use. We'll be using a great new gadget on the show, one that'll help you get around the internet at the speed of light. It's called a QCat, and simply by swiping any UPC code, your browser will instantly take you to a website.
And that's not all. We're internet enhanced. For those of you with CRQ software, your TV will talk to your computer. That's right, your computer can listen to your television when you see and hear this cue. A related web page will instantly and automatically open in your browser, like magic.
We're your cyberspace consultants, and we're researching hundreds of sites every week so that you don't have to. You can find us on your television, on the radio, on the web, through streaming audio and video at nettalkinteractive.com. It's triple casting. Why not connect with us while you're watching? Send us iMail, tell us about your favorite sites, and enter contests and join in on the web polls. Throughout the show, you'll notice us using our swipe pad, along with the QCat, to take us to various sites instantly and automatically. Today, I'll show you an award-winning health site on the internet and take you to the informed shopper's heaven.
And say you got a phone number from a girl at a bar last night? Well, I'm going to show you how to use the internet to look that number up to help you remember her name.
Oh boy, I'm going to talk to you about emulation software, being able to run more than just your operating system on your computer.
Georgia Foy will join us from the Main Street Internet Cafe with the most entertaining site, and I'm sure Simon will also be popping in. We're ready to inspire you this week, so get ready for the fastest 30 minutes on television as we make the internet work for you.
Net Talk Interactive. You got Laura Lewis, she's your host. She's the one that's got the most. Luis Vallecillo, he's the webhead. Georgia Foy, our entertainment girl. Take us to your RV world. Dave Mathews, he's the gadget guy. Net Talk Interactive.
Welcome again. You're tuned in to Net Talk Interactive, and here's our triple shot iMail question from Lisa in Eugene, Oregon. She writes, I've lost touch with so many people from college. Do you have any idea what the best people searching sites are? Putting people in touch is one of the best things about the internet. Stay with us because Dave, Luis, and I will give you our answers a little later on in the show. Your health is about so much more than just taking a physical once a year, and ThriveOnline.com seems to know this better than any other health site on the web. While looking at the home page, they'll direct you to a complete look at 6 aspects that create good health for you. Click on each one for very specific information on how these aspects relate to your life. Also on the homepage are health articles and links to health information on over 40 different conditions with treatment options, hotlines, and other resources. In Healthfolio, you can keep track of your own medical records and those of your family. Find the best doctors, hospitals, and insurance health plans that really work for you and your situations. For nutrition, try the kitchen of 1,000 pleasures for healthy, delicious, low-fat recipes. ThriveOnline.com is powered by Oxygen.com, so you have 2 navigational bars on each page for moving quickly between the 2 sites if you like. So here's your cue, Thrive Online with ThriveOnline.com. What do you guys think of that?
Well, I think the kitchen of how many thousand? 10,000 pleasures? Look, Laura, I've seen 9.5 Weeks, and if you mean to tell me that the Oxygen Network is playing that show, I don't think so.
We're not talking about that.
You know, I went in and found the How Kinky Are You quiz. which I'm thinking right
what
now.
are you guys thinking?
All right,
Oh, my
I
God.
love-
I'm doing pretty good.
Go Oprah, queen of all media.
Okay, it's time to go around the world with Georgia, around the e-world, that is. She's at the Main Street Internet Cafe. Let's see what's up.
All right, who was more powerful, Jeannie or Samantha Stevens from Bewitched? Definitely Samantha Stevens. I'm thinking, okay, who was cuter, Mary Ann or Ginger? Mary Ann, because she was more wholesome. Y'all don't think so? What do y'all know? All right. Anyway, I got a question for you. Gilligan's Island. All they had on the whole place was a pineapple and a coconut. They had golf carts, they had radios, they had huts, but they couldn't get off the island? I don't believe it. And how did Mary Ann make cream coconut pies? Where'd she get the cream? Huh? I don't get that. Anyway, if you loved 70s, 60s, 80s, 50s TV, you got to check out tvparty.com. It's got some really great stuff on this site. It's got the ABC fall schedule for 1964 all the way up to like 1995. It's got TV after parties, mysteries and scandals of the 70s. It's got back to the 80s, lost kid shows, and please do not act like you don't remember Saturday morning cartoons, Conjunction Junction, What's Your Function? I think we all sang that song. How about all those jingles? It's got great jingles. Don't even act like you never said, well, we're moving on up. We all did that. This is a really great site. It's called tvparty.com. Check it out if you love TV and you like to party.
Thanks, Georgia. I mean, she is just so shy. What are you going to do with her? How about you, Luis? Did you like Ginger or Mary Ann?
Laura, I'm a brunette kind of guy, being the Latin kind of guy I am, so I'm saying Mary Ann.
Brunette, I'm thinking Mrs. Howell. Love her.
But Dave, do you think I'm going to say that on TV?
Let's change the subject. How about this one? What do you have for us with your digital download today?
Well, for this week's digital download, I'm going to talk to you about a utility you can download, and it'll help you change your desktop pattern using the web. Now, I don't know about you, but I like changes, and I get bored really easily with my computer and the look of it. So, for example, I can go to my computer and I go, I am done with butterflies this week. So I can go to webshots.com and download the WebShop application. Now, it comes in a Mac version and a PC version, so it doesn't matter what platform you're using. Now, you can browse through the front page, which is going to give you the feature collections. You can go to the gallery, and there's a place in here that it says the top downloaded pictures, and I see one here. Oh, I like that one. So I'm going to go ahead and make that my desktop. It's going to download it, and it's going to make that my desktop, and there we go. As easy as that. So you can go to nettalkinteractive.com this week and check it out.
Thanks, Luis. Okay, Dave, here's your turn. Now, here's a very gadgety iMail question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, this one is from Larry in Chicago, Illinois. He says, I recently bought a computer without a monitor. Way back when, I ran a Commodore 128, whatever that is, you'll know, off of my standard TV set. Any way to do that with a newer computer?
You think you had it rough with your Commodore 128? I had a Commodore 64 on a color monitor, and then before that, a VIC-20 on a black and white screen. Well, today, high-resolution screens can be shown on a normal TV, but it's going to look blurry. You're only going to be able to get about 640 by 480 resolution. You can use a card like the All-in-Wonder by ATI. These have TV outputs as well as TV inputs, so you can capture video too. Now, the screen beside me is about a $7,000 HD TV display. With these type of displays, you can get high resolution, 1024 by 768. But with the normal television, you're only looking at 640 by 480, and the text is going to be so muddy that it's going to be hard to read your PC text on a standard television set. Now, for playing games, it is great. I highly recommend it. But don't think that you're going to use your big television to be able to document and type word processing. You just won't happen. Even surfing the net is a pain in the neck. So the ATI board, it's fun for games. Other than that, stick with a nice glass monitor or wait for the HD TVs when you can afford the good stuff.
I mean, Dave, that brain of yours, when they open you up and look at it, I think it's going to be scary.
It's going to spew out muck and filth and flour and filth.
I think it's bursting at the seams now. We're going to take a quick break. Here's our web poll for this week. Take a look at it, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. I'm here with your Cyber Kid connection, Simon.
Whoa, hey, Miss Laura, how's it going?
It's going super.
Yeah, cool.
Hey, Simon, do you know where you can find the answer to this question? Yeah. Do dolphins recognize themselves in a mirror?
Yeah, the Dolphin Depot.
How about kidsgowild.com?
Oh, I knew that. I knew that.
This site is sponsored by the Wildlife Conservation Society. It's fun, brightly colored, and easy to navigate.
Yeah, like everybody loves animals, and kidsgowild.com, well, that's just what the doctor ordered. You know, Dr. Doolittle, that is.
Right.
Yeah, and the Wild Arcade has some really cool games.
They also have wild animal facts that give all kinds of information about wild animals. Click on Conservation Kids, and the kids can become a member.
Yeah, and they'll even receive like an official field kit that'll make them part of the wildlife conservation world.
It's simple, it's clear, highly educational. It's kidsgowild.com.
Hey, speaking of wild animals.
Yeah, that would be Dave going wild over in the Gadget lab. Let's check it out.
Yes.
Aha, just about. Hey, wait a minute. You guys aren't supposed to be in here now. Whoa. Okay, pretend we didn't see that. Hey, how many times have you been on the road traveling and you need access to the internet? Well, I, for one, chased through an airport trying to find an RJ11 jack to plug my laptop into. Well, those days are done thanks to a company in my favorite town, Austin, Texas, called Wayport. And Wayport is putting networks in hotels, conference rooms, and airports across the nation to give wireless access to the internet. And this isn't the low-speed wireless like CDPD or technologies I've shown you in the past. This is high speed, like 11 megabits, like speeds 200 to 500 times faster than an analog phone line. All, how do you ask? Through a little card, an 802.11 wireless network card. This one's made by Lucent, but it's a standard. You can buy a card from any different manufacturer and still get high-speed access. Now, when you travel, you just pop this thing into your laptop and you make a normal connection, just like you always do. It's really inexpensive on the road. But when you get home, you can use this same card absolutely free with a base station that you have to buy. And this is an example, the Apple Airport. It's the most cost-effective base station I've ever found. And even though it has Apple's name on it, it still works with IBM PCs. What's great about this base station is it has an Ethernet jack as well as a 56K modem built in. So even if you don't have broadband today, you can use your existing dial-up through whatever ISP you use. Hey, come back up to me. Or you can use a broadband connection in the future. Awesome technology. Even if you don't have the base station, you can put two of those cards in two different laptops, and those computers can network and talk to each other. Pretty cool. Run a game network throughout your house without running wires. Hey, I'm Gadget Guy Dave Mathews. I put the K in technology, and I'm going to go get wireless.
They don't call him Gadget Guy for nothing. Anyway, no matter where you are in the world, remember to let the internet work for you. Luis, I think you're the only guy that can answer this iMail question. This comes from Natalie from Prague. She asks, I have a small business and I'm stuck keeping ledgers on books, one of my favorite things. Not. Can I use the web to help me make my business more efficient and keep electronic records? I think when you answer this one, Luis, you're going to be kind of the hero of all small business owners around the world.
Well, Laura, yes, there is a website called netledger.com. And what they've done is they created an online accounting packages for small and medium businesses. So you can access it on the web anywhere you are, no matter what computer you're using. And since it's on the web, you're always having the latest version. So you don't have to worry about, do I have the latest version? Have they worked out those bugs? And you're thinking probably, hey, it's on the web. Is that secure? Well, it is secure because they're using a 128-bit encryption, which is the same thing that your bank uses for online banking. And if you already are using QuickBooks for your accounting, you can import that data into NetLedger. Now, it also includes a payroll module. That means that you can pay your employees from all 50 states using ADP, which is what everybody uses. Now, you can also create custom reports, so you can do everything, pretty much everything that you can do with QuickBooks, or you can do with managing your own business or any other packages that you can find, but you can do it on the web. That's netledger.com.
That is one of the cool things you can find on the web. You can always learn more. Okay, thanks a bunch, Luis. I appreciate that. The Triple Shot iMail is coming up, so stay with us.
Notice anything different about me? This lipstick, it was free, it was a sample. Got it at sampleville.com, where you can get everything from shampoo to lipstick to fragrances to aftershave. You gotta check out this site. That's from my world to yours. I'm Georgia.
Welcome back to Net Talk Interactive. We're about to step into the informed shopper's heaven for today's absolute best of the web. We live in a time when everyday appliances and products are more and more complicated. How can you be sure you're getting exactly what you need? Log on to productopia.com to search for the product you need, and you'll be one of the most informed consumers in the world. Sports, accessories, electronics, even cooking knives and toys, just about anything you can dream of. Choose a category, let's say sports, choose a product, a bicycle perhaps, and wait, this isn't just a bicycle, it's an e-bicycle. What's that? Click again and you'll see this is a bicycle with an electric motor. You'll get every technical detail you need to know if this is the bicycle for you. Battery information, everything. It's very practical. Check it out, productopia.com. And for those of you with CRQ, you're already there.
Welcome to my web shop. This week, we're going to be talking about emulation. Now, your computer at home, it's a pretty fast computer if you compare it to all the computers and everything that was happening back in the early 90s, let's say. Now, with that power, you can emulate those computers. That means that, for example, with your computer, if you find the right software, which you can get by going to nettalkinteractive.com, I'm going to give you all the links you need. If you download the right software, you can emulate, for example, Pac-Man, Defender, ColecoVision, let's see what else. You can do Game Boys, you can do Apple I, Apple III, Atari. Oh, remember when I had that? Remember that Target Fun? You can Sega Genesis, even Sony PlayStation. Connectix, the makers of Virtual PC, which I'm running right here, also makes something called the Virtual Game Station. You can play your PlayStation games on your Mac. It is awesome. Now, my second favorite, I guess my favorite one, will be MAME. MAME is an emulator that lets you play all those old games like Defender, Pac-Man, oh, I remember those days, and Punch-Out! My favorite one was Punch-Out. Remember fighting Glass Joe? Well, I'm in the middle of a fight with Glass Joe over here. I'm gonna go ahead and try to kick his butt. And you know what? Oh man, I remember I spent so much money on this game. Well guys, don't forget, go to nettalkinteractive.com this week. Find out everything, all the software you need and where to get it for emulation software. Yeah! I'm sorry. I'm Luis and I'm leaving La Vida. Online! See you later.
And at last it's here, our triple shot email. The question again is from Lisa in Eugene, Oregon, who writes, I've lost touch with so many people from college. Do you have any idea what the best people searching sites are? Dave, you first.
Well, my favorite is InfoSpace because it has this reverse telephone lookup. Now, like I said at the head of the show, you go out clubbing, you get your group thing on, you get all these digits from all the skeezers at the club, you know what I'm saying? And then you don't know who they belong to? Well, InfoSpace with a reverse lookup allows you to type in the phone number, it tells you their name, tells you their address, and my favorite, one-button access to send flowers.
I'm just shaking my head at you, Dave. Okay, Luis, what do you have?
Well, mine is a crappy one compared to that one then, but I like it because it's a bare bones. All you need to do is look up somebody by name or look at their email. Then you can go to the site, and you know why I like it even more? Because I'm nowhere to be found in this site. So for me, people.yahoo.com is my favorite one.
And my recommendation is peoplesearch.net. The site can search all the major search engines at once, even do a reverse lookup by telephone, email address, or street address. There's an international people search and book resources that allow you to become your own people search expert. That's peoplesearch.net. That's our triple shot email for you this week. We're going to take a quick break, but first Simon has something important to say.
Yo, cyber dudes and dudesses, Simon here just hanging out with another cool website for you. Whoa, hey! Whoa, man, got a little slippery there, dude. Hey, I've always been a slick guy. Hey, this is for Toy Story fans everywhere. This site is great. It has photographs, coloring pages, cool links, and even mistakes that they made during the movie you can check out and try to see next time you watch it. Hey, dudes, remember, Simon says, surf safe and prosper. Gotta zip.
Welcome back to Net Talk Interactive. I want to thank you for tuning in, and we hope you've had as much fun as we have. By the way, Dave, that wireless network, is it really that fast?
That's a great question, Laura, because traditionally wireless networking is slow. But Wayport's system uses 802.11, which is high-speed wireless in airports and hotels. As a matter of fact, here on the set, we use a variant right here with the airport.
Sounds very cool. By the way, thank you so much, Dave. Also, thanks to Luis, and also thanks to Georgia, and of course, Simon.
That's right, Laura. And if you have any questions, visit us at nettalkinteractive.com and send us email. While you're there, you can participate in this week's web poll. And how about telling your friends about us too?
And remember, this is your cue. We know you'll have a blast jumping with us from site to site at the speed of sound. So log on to our site and get your CRQ software right now.
Thank you to everyone behind the scenes for making this show happen, and thanks to you for watching. Whether you're inspired to search for sites on health, gadgets, software, or just pure information and entertainment, we are your source. We'll see you next time as Net Talk Interactive makes the internet work for you.
Net Talk Interactive has been brought to you by Digital Convergence Corporation, engineering your digital future, Exodus Communications, Microsoft, and Radio Shack.